Welcome to the NYU Common Application. My name is I Want to Go to NYU, and today I'm going to show you the steps to completing the Common Application. First, you need to log on to commonapp.org. Then you need to register your name and your email address on the Common App's website in order to get a username and a password. Create your username and your password. Make it unique, NYU for me 2010. Shortly after, you'll receive a confirmation email in your inbox. Now it's time to get started in applying to NYU. On the left, select My Colleges and search for New York University. Then select Early Decision or Regular Decision, whether or not you'll be applying for financial aid, if you'll be a full-time student, and if you plan on living in on-campus housing. Then you'll be directed to the Personal page, where you'll fill out your name, birthday, address, and phone number. Next is Demographics, where you'll fill out where you were born, your citizenship, your primary language spoken at home, and your marital status. Next is Family Information. Be sure to fill out all the information regarding both of your parents, as well as step-parents and all of your siblings. Next is Education Information. Type in your College Board code, and your high school information will be automatically put into the form. Be sure to fill in your counselor information, including their phone number and their email address. Next is the academic portion. Be sure to fill in all your graduating class size, your cumulative GPA, as well as your class rank. Also, fill in all your SAT scores, your ACT scores. Remember, just filling these in is not enough, and you need to send official score reports from College Board or ACT. If you're an international student, don't forget to fill in the TOEFL scores as well as send in the official score report. Fill in all your extracurricular activities and your work experience. Even if you plan on attaching a resume, be sure to fill out this portion of the application. Next is the writing portion of the application. Please fill in the short answer as well as the personal essay, and remember to stay within the word limit on both of these essays. There is also a section at the end where you may include additional information, including attaching a resume. At the end of the application, there will be a list of things that you've forgotten to fill in. Be sure to go back and fill these in before submitting the application. Next is a supplement form for New York University. Next, you'll fill in your personal information, which will already be imported from the Common Application. Then you'll fill in the academic information, which includes your term of entry, what school you're applying to, and what your anticipated area of study will be. Next are the personal statements. Make sure you read the prompts carefully, and stay within the word limit on each essay. This is also where you state whether or not you'd like to be considered for NYU Abu Dhabi. There is also an additional writing component for the NYU Abu Dhabi application. At the bottom, you can select Print Preview. Be sure to click this and to view it to make sure that all of your essays fit onto the page. When done looking at the print preview, go back to the original page and click Submit. After you submit, go to the left-hand side and click Payments. Fill in whether or not you'll be using a credit card or an e-check, or if you're applying for a fee waiver, which will be sent to the Application Processing Center. The application fee is $70 for both international students as well as domestic applicants. Next are school forms. Before your school can send any information, you need to sign off on the release authorization, allowing them to do so. Most recommendations are done online. To invite an official, click Invite Official and fill in their official details, including whether or not they are a counselor or a teacher. That counselor or teacher will then receive an email with what to do next. If your teacher doesn't want to use an online form, go back to the Common Application homepage and go to the top where it says Download Forms. Click this and download the forms accordingly. You can get them in PDF or Word format. The student should also know that even though we allow teacher and counselor recommendations to be submitted via mail, do not mix the paper application with the online application. If the student submits the supplement online, they should submit the application online as well. Print the teacher recommendation forms and the counselor recommendation forms, hand them to them, and tell them the address in which to send these back. If the student decides to apply for federal need-based scholarship, they need to apply via the FAFSA online. The application for freshman applicants is due on February 15th. When you think you're finished with the application, go back to the My Colleges on the left side and make sure everything's been submitted and/or is in progress. And that's it. Soon after submitting their application, Common App will send an email to the applicant. NYU will then send an email a few weeks later with an access code and instructions on how the applicant can track their application status via NYU Home. We will also notify the student via email of any missing documents. The student will receive an application decision on or around April 1st.